Hi guys, I'm Uncle Richie.
Yo, what up? JMoney's back.
And this is C10.
Busy?
Yeah.
A little bit, which is occupying my time, but it's good busy because we're doing planning for 2024.
Yeah.
So that's been a really good challenge because there's a lot of strategy side, which is what we did sort of in uni. That all the stuff that I've been doing sort of up until now in my sort of journey in through work hasn't been that high level of thinking, and now getting exposure to it, like your brain's getting stressed because not stressed in a bad way, but it's getting stretched and growth pains, I guess, is probably the best way to describe it. Because I'm letting, you're using audience data and audits on media and because obviously I do digital marketing and media, it all kind of sits underneath the same umbrella. So yeah, that's been really good and really busy. So I'm enjoying that full month at my new job.
Wow.
Yeah, so I guess this week actually. So it's gone so quick.
As long as you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
And it's keeping you sane.
Same. Yeah.
And I think those are the two positives.
Yeah, 100%.
If you're still feeling good after a month, then they're doing something right.
They are, yeah. Really nice, lovely people. I gave a sneaky plug about the Unkles.
Ooh.
So I might do another one again if I get an opportunity.
Yeah.
Get some new listeners.
Always have to.
But yeah, how about yourself, bro? How are you?
Oh, mate, big week actually. Said goodbye to my old company now.
Yes.
And today was first day of holiday / job search / reassessing life aspirations. So yeah, that's I guess that's what's been happening lately.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that as we go along.
Yes.
As we go along, but at the minute, Melbourne Cup was on today, so I had all the time in the world. And we just sat there. Liv was working from home, so I was trying to not be as loud as
just cheering.
Just cheering, and all the and you shit horse. So just did that today, and was waiting around till you came. Had dinner, then you popped in. It's good to see you. Haven't seen you for 3 weeks.
Yes.
Some people out there, they probably think the Unkles, this is our full-time job.
We all have respective jobs too.
No, it's just it's our hobby at the moment, and what happens is Jackman or Charles, whoever's recording, usually comes one night of the week. We discuss some of the finest conversations, and then it goes up, Sunday 6 p.m.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think also when you look at the podcast, it's a space where we can come and chat about life, and everyone gets to have a conversation with someone. I guess sometimes when you can obviously have your partners and people like that to talk to, but this is a space where we can use the podcast as a tool to also do that, which I found really super helpful too as well. When I go home after this, I'm just like, I feel like a weight's taken off my shoulder. In that way, yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah,
that's so good. Yeah, it's just beneficial to have some chats with your mates, and speak about what's going on in your life.
Yeah, exactly.
and more importantly, over the last few weeks, just speaking to guys like Benton, guys like Jeddy, we've discussed some really relevant, important topics on the podcast, like
a lot of substance to that. Yeah,
lots of deep and meaningfuls actually, and
100%.
that is, I guess, brought a new light onto the uncles and brought a new light onto the uncles and I guess the people that are following us.
Yeah. No, and I also think too as well when you it's like a journey that we're going on with the uncles, like from where we started to now. It's bringing people that listen to us across that journey and showing the growth. And I think 2024 presents as an opportunity for us to look at these podcasts as a way that we can elevate from what we're currently already doing, which I'm really looking forward to, because I think obviously there's changes happening in our respectful lives, starting new jobs and things like that, which are going to be challenging, but also having... Because we started this podcast halfway through last year, so it'd be a fresh year.
Yeah, bro.
We're on 23 episode. 33 would be this one.
Early this year. We started early this year. Yeah.
So I reckon by next year, halfway through there, we'll be already past 50, going to 100 in terms of the number of podcasts that we're pushing.
Bro, easily. And once we get to the year mark, I think the first episode we put out on YouTube was Feb.
Yeah, okay.
This year?
Yeah.
So, once we get to Feb next year, it'll be interesting to see, what path we're on.
Yeah. I forgot we started, back then. That's how quick the time's gone to as well. So we've all gone on our respective holidays too as well. And then we've come back.
And we've worked it out.
Yeah.
But it's all come together, and now you look at YouTube, 107 subscribers.
Yeah.
Spotify, we've got 47 followers.
Yeah.
So people are listening.
Yeah.
And it's just an amazing feeling to know you're putting out something and other people are listening.
Yeah.
And I think one of the biggest things that Jerome Obi said to me, shout out to Jerome, he said this to me at the Kokomo Nines. He was like, bro, I'm like, now I just wait for Sunday for your episode. Like, I'm waiting to listen to what's next.
That's so good.
And I was like, shit, I actually never thought about it.
Yeah.
But
even if it's just one person or two people, that just goes even like, as long as we're helping people out in bringing something to their week. Right? That's all that we could ask for.
Oh man, it was just so good, because just hearing that makes you think, oh shit, like, let's record one this week, because in the back of your head you got people that are waiting to listen, so you don't want to miss one, because then they miss out as well.
And even when I'm not on the podcast and it's you and Charles, or you've interviewed someone else, I feel that it's a good way for me to also catch up and see how you guys are going. So I think, in that sense, like, obviously I'd listen to the podcast regardless of whatever content we're pushing, but it's just that, that feeling that I'm sure people that genuinely do listen to our podcast are appreciative of what we push up and stuff.
Yeah.
Push out, right?
So, I mean, from the uncles to everyone that's watching, thank you.
Thank you, yes.
We appreciate your following, your liking. Maybe, lift your commenting game.
Yeah. I think that would be also, because that shapes the topic that we will discuss. Because at the end of the day, it's a community, the uncles. And with that community comes people that have varying opinions. And with those opinions, we'd love to share those on the podcast and delve a little bit deeper on that. And I think a good example of that was the Conscious Gumal podcast. Like how she reached out and mentioned something, and you were able to go and talk to her on our podcast. So I think things like that, where we start from small, from little things, big things grow.
That's it. I agree with you on that one. Let's divert. Let's digress. We digress. So work opportunities seems to be something that's quite relevant at the moment for us. Obviously, you mentioned previously you left your role a month in now with this new role.
Yeah.
And I said, I just left my previous work and am looking for new opportunities. Anyone out there, you're looking for a hard worker? It's me.
Hit me up. Hit Richard up.
No, but I wanted to, I guess, pose this question to you, and it's about the opportunity or taking that next step.
Yeah.
What was that like for you?
Yeah, because sometimes there's this thing called, I'm not sure if I'm going to butcher it, but imposter syndrome. It's this thing where you don't feel like you belong in an environment, and starting this new role, it's a big step up from what I was already previously doing.
Wow.
So when I'm going into meetings and you hear really, really smart people that are managing directors or head of, things like that are talking about a strategy or for a brand or things like that, you're just like, wow, I don't really like. But then you look at that, and to Jeddy's point last week about talking to people like that and making that connection and having a chat to them, because they're the ones that have been in the industry for a long time or whatever respective industries that you do, and they're the ones that pass on knowledge. So I think back to your question about taking an opportunity, it's just about finding what you really enjoy, but also with that, what challenges you. You rock up to a job and you enjoy that job, but it's just once you start not enjoying your job, you're doing the same thing over and over again, it starts to become boring. And that's when you lose that interest, quality of output of the work that you do will also decrease, and you just don't give a shit. And that's the thing too as well, you don't really understand by having that kind of relationship within the workplace and things like that, it's just not good for your personal brand. And I think the way that so with those kind of things, it's just about, I guess, once an opportunity comes up, it's just finding where that opportunity lies within where you're at in your career and wanting to progress. And I think also it's just finding what you can do to just foster your growth and continue developing, because every time you're learning new things, you're never going to stop learning. And I think if you have that mindset, that hunger to grow, that would also help too as well. So I think those are things that I know I went on a bit of a tangent, but
that was perfect. You touched on a lot of key points there that I really liked, and I guess I can relate to going through this process at the moment, because I would say there was a bit of a slump. The last few months, just with my understanding of the overall business and trying to learn and grasp certain concepts that at the end of it just weren't registering in my head. So then I started to think about, is this really something for me? Is this where I see myself 5-10 years doing this or working in this industry? So, after having a few different chats to a few different people, even family members, a few other colleagues, and that, I came to the decision that it wasn't going to work for me. So back to what you said, that there was a loss of motivation, and then 100%. You start to get bored. It affects your work, and so then that's why I quickly said it to my manager, and
that's good.
Was like, mate, look, it's it's not working for me at the moment. I've done everything I could to be able to deliver on this and this, but it's just not where I see myself. And they understood that, because I didn't come from the industry that I started working in. They knew sort of it was just going to be a challenge for me, but also one that they thought I could quickly grasp. But anyways, tomorrow's a new day, and lots of opportunities to explore.
100%.
Gonna speak to a few different people. Within the circle, or within some of the connections that I've made over the years, and then you know, if the right offer comes around, then
That's it.
just take it and grab it.
Yeah.
Grab it.
That's it. I feel like, to your point, I've moved three different jobs since finishing uni. This is my fourth one, and I think, to your point about, there's some places where I've gone to that I've really liked, but then the people are nice, but the stuff that I wasn't learning wasn't fostering that hunger. Certain things that I didn't understand, that I was like, oh, I don't really see myself doing further down the track. So I think that was why I had moved jobs, and I think coming to this new role also has opened my eyes up to see that when you put, the only way that you're gonna find out what you really like is just trying it and giving it a go. Because I could have stayed at my previous role, felt comfortable, did things that, you know, day-to-day BAU, business as usual stuff, and it wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't be bothered or anything like that in terms of, you know, growth pains or getting challenged in my role. So I think moving roles to this new place, it's just, elevated that. So, and I think to your point too as well, like whatever you find next and whatever you go into that role, you have to ask yourself the question, you know, this is what I want to do, you know, will this align with my interest and things like that. So I think those are the questions that, if you're stuck with trying to find out where you're going to go in terms of your next move, it's just like, oh, how does this align to me as a person? With this, because I think when businesses hire you, they take a punt on you as a person, because they're like, oh, based on the interview, we think you're a right fit. And then during the probation period, that's why there's a probation period. It's just like finding out whether you fit into that culture and whether they've made the right choice after 6 months, you know? So I think, to your point about your old work hiring you, giving you a go, like that's all fair and good. Like you're able to go through those processes, but I think when you get on the other side of it and you reflect, and after your probation, after a year, you're like, oh, is this not really what I want to do? Then that's the thing that you have to ask yourself, which I don't think many people do. And when they stay in that same role, they hate the job. They burn bridges because they're not really giving it 100%. You know, because when you don't like the work that you do, you're not gonna bring in your best self to it. You're just gonna do the barest minimum. And that's not a good thing, because then you're burning bridges with the connections that could have given you another job with other people, you know? So I think, to Jeddy's point last week too, he made a really good point by saying the connections and the people that you make, are the ones, because the new job that I'm in is through the lady that I used to work with. And she had left and gone and done other things, and then when she got this, like when she became the boss at this new place, she just reached out to me through that connection. Awesome. So I think I was lucky in that sense where, but also like you kind of look at like you have to do the interview process yourself as well. Like she didn't give me the job, but she just told me about the role, so I have to apply for it. So obviously, like you gotta have to do your own research and your hard work and things like that. You know, nothing's gonna be given to you, and then
never.
So I think that was sort of like how I got into this role and looked around.
Well, you know, new opportunities on the horizon,
and who knows, maybe like down the 12 months down the track, it's not what you want to do. Like life,
maybe I'll just full-time Unkles. And just look for a sponsor. Anyone out there?
Pepsi Max, Doritos, Nike,
Pepsi Max, Doritos. Anyone? Quicksilver. We're looking for someone. Give us a little Christmas present. Nah, just kidding. We're doing fine at the moment with what we have, and but back to your point, I just had a thought as well. That's where we're so lucky, and just very lucky to be able to be in a position where you can leave a company then find an opportunity as well. Like yourself, I've had 3 to 4 different jobs since uni, and I think that's just credit to the position that we put ourselves in and making those connections. But also the landscape and the sort of work culture in Australia. Look, I know there's a lot of Papua New Guinean listeners. So, we've never worked there. I mean, I've worked there for 6 months with PwC, but that's nothing compared to someone who has worked their whole lifetime there. So, I mean, we're just speaking from our experience in Australia. So just wanted to make that clear.
Yes.
Because I know just through my family members that they probably don't get the opportunity to jump around as much. Because of the opportunities that are available at home.
Very good point.
So, look, it's just, I guess we're just very lucky. In a lucky position.
100%. I think, not for once do we take any of these for granted. I think that's a very good point that you've made, because at the end of the day, we're blessed to have this life that we have and the opportunities that come with that. So I think with the way that, we've been able to swap jobs, is just making use of those opportunities and taking those opportunities with two hands. We were fortunate to go to uni down here and, live the life that we did. So it's just about, I think, making those opportunities the best you can and grabbing it with both hands. And people back home, to your point about having family members and stuff like that, it is challenging. Hey, people struggle to get jobs. People don't have the opportunity like we do. So I think, good that you've caveat that, because I think also it reminds us about, when we do have those opportunities, just taking them with both hands and not taking anything for granted. No, good point.
No, that's we're all about good points here at the Unkles.
Yes.
Heavy conversations.
On a lighter note, bro, do you feel like when during your times that you have off and you take away from holidays, and now that you're looking for work and stuff like that, has there been any new hobbies that you've taken, like reading books or doing things like that? Because I know we talked about our goals at the start of the year, and I was doing well. I read the last book that I read was a really good one. It was just about this barbecue this family had in Sydney. And it was a non-fiction book, but it was based in there, and there was an incident where one of the babies drowned. But it just suspense leading up to that. But the baby survived. But things like that.
Goodness.
Have you found doing any hobbies? Are you trying? What are you doing to keep yourself busy while you're searching for, the next best thing?
Well, I think one of my goals were to not drink. But I mean, here we are. Shit.
This beer is good, by the way.
Volta Cerveza. If anyone wants to grab a case of those,
I'm gonna probably get one this
go
weekend.
Help yourself out. Help yourself. I really need to get back on the reading train. I haven't done a lot of reading, which is terrible. But lots of time to do physical activity, like what Jeddy spoke about last week. That was quite important. Went to gym this morning. Felt good. I think I'll try to go for a run tomorrow morning, and then try to sneak a gym session in after lunch or something. Just because I've got the time now. And I think it's good to get a sweat on when you're thinking about things. It just keeps you clear-headed and focused on what lies ahead.
No, that's good. Those are two good things.
So I think those two things, and maybe slowing down on this, but I don't think we'll be slowing down anytime soon with silly season around the corner.
There'll be an Uncle's Christmas party, surely.
There is actually. So make the announcement now.
We'll find a date. We'll lock it.
Well, I think we're aiming for the 15th. 15th of December.
Because the 8th is my Christmas party.
Okay.
And we finish at 2:00 that day, and then our boss, the managing director, the lady, she said she was just gonna book a bar and everyone just goes to that.
Just go ham. All drinks paid for.
But on that day, I got asked to go and play golf at Brookwater.
For work or
no? It was through
mates.
No. So Rachel, her sister, Katrina, Her partner, like he does his own, like he does his own trade stuff. So he's like does work and things like that with businesses.
He's invited you along.
Yeah, so
good man.
But then I couldn't go because I really wanted to play there. Like it's a good course. Like I'll never get the chance to play.
Indra?
No, it's at Springfield.
Springfield. Oh,
Ash
wow.
Poddy lives in that place, and it was designed by Greg Norman.
Wow.
Yeah, bro, and it's members only. Obviously, I'm not gonna. Nobody in my life am I gonna be able to afford to play.
It's probably like a $10,000 membership.
I think Jeddy plays golf, doesn't he?
Think so,
Yeah, because I saw him put a couple of Instagram posts of him doing some chip shots in the backyard.
Yeah, good on him.
Maybe we should do a session of vlog golf day. We'll go to Virginia. Yeah, we'll go to Virginia.
Maybe we just hit a couple balls. Set up the camera, get some mics.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Bro, it's something different.
Write that down. Write that down. But yeah, Christmas party.
Yes.
15th December.
Yeah.
We'll pick a location.
And if people wanna.
Yeah, if people want to come and mix and mingle with the uncles,
yes.
I mean, pay for your own drink.
Yeah, we're not getting sponsored yet to be able to put a bar tab.
Yeah, we can't put on a bar tab, but we can put on a good time. So yeah, that's it. Did you back any winners today? Melbourne Cup?
I did. Without a fight, good horse.
Yeah, great. Just came through at the end.
Just came through at the end. Yeah. But I think it's just obviously people it's not as big in my office as in terms of the gambling culture. So my work was fortunate enough to give us lunch today, so it was really nice. They went around and asked everyone for their GYG order.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What did you get?
I got a nacho.
Ooh.
Spicy chicken pro. It was so good.
Nice. Yummy.
Yeah. So. And then, some people didn't order much. So the limit was $15. The limit was $15. And we ended up getting the nachos. It was a little bit over, but they were like, nah, you're good.
Yeah. You're already a favourite.
Sure. Got a long way to go.
Yeah, without a fight.
Yes. Did you back in?
Yeah.
Yeah, a good ride by Matsara.
Cheeky little 25
Yeah,
on there.
We bro, some of the bets that I saw today, like 50,000 on someone, or 200,000 punters are
just millionaires, I think.
Bro,
you gotta be a millionaire if you're putting that
I
on.
bet, but I don't throw away money like that. I don't have the money like that to throw away.
Yeah, only sometimes.
Yeah, don't bet unless you can afford to lose that money.
Gamble
responsibly.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's it.
And we're not sponsored yet.
No.
But we're just saying it because, for the safety of our watchers. And
yes. Yeah.
But yeah, Jackman, anything else to close out this wonderful Sunday Snories with Jackman?
No, I just wanted to thank everyone again that's listening to the podcast. I appreciate you guys running the journey with us. And as Richie says at the end of every podcast, please, everyone, if you have anything to share or anything to comment, please let us know. We'd love to use some of that content for ourselves. For next year, we're going to be doing a roadmap with some content planning and things like that. So, that's one thing that I think we're going to get better at doing is just mapping out, what content we can push out. So we'll be working on doing that too as well. So, but yeah, between now and next year, everyone comment. Otherwise, we'll be talking about the topics on the podcast.
That's it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Jackman.
Thank you, Rich.
Cheese. Over and out.